Hey guys, and welcome to a new episode of What's the Pitch podcast, where we pitch Hollywood's next big hit. I'm here with Kevin and Cesar, and the way this works is I'm going to give you guys a fake movie title, and they're going to come up with a Hollywood pitch for that title. They've never heard the title before. They're going to hear on the spot and come up with it on the spot. So far, we've had some great masterpieces. I recommend going back and listening to some of my favorite episodes, like episode 2, Love in Panama, episode 6, My Life as Dawn. Hopefully this one will be just as good as those. Now, I'm going to hit you with a title. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
The title is going to be called Panda Express. It's going to be a spin-off-esque title of Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, but it needs to be a completely new cast, completely new restaurant, completely new story.
But wait, you saying a spin-off of Harold Kumar? Is it with Harold and Kumar, or is it?
No, it's not. It's just the same universe. You know what I mean?
All right, Kevin, take the lead.
So you can have Neil Patrick Harris in it. So it has to be like a stoner movie. It has to be a stoner movie with two people, but they want to go to Panda Express instead of White Castle.
Wait, was Neil Patrick Harris in Harold and Kumar?
Yes, he was.
I don't even remember anymore, honestly.
Yeah, he was like in all of them, right? There's like 3.
Yeah, there's 3, and I saw them all, but I just honestly don't even remember anymore.
He is a named like character, like he is Neil Patrick Harris in those films.
Yeah, but like an extreme version of NPH.
Yeah. Okay, so check this out. So it's gonna be 2 girls, right? College girls, and they're pretty much in their dorm. They have to study for like finals. It's like they're in grad school, they're getting ready to graduate, but to unwind a little bit, they get a little high, they're smoking weed, chilling. They're like, we're gonna take an hour break. But in that hour break, they're like, yo, I want some Panda Express. And they're like, all right, let's go to Panda Express. Turns out dean of the college is Neil Patrick Harris. Okay. This is how we're gonna tie this whole thing together.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Right? But he's not Neil Patrick. He doesn't openly admit he's Neil Patrick Harris, but everyone's like, dude, you're Neil Patrick Harris. He goes, no, I'm Dean Charlotte whatever. Like
that's fucking hilarious.
And he's always saying like different names. Like it never makes sense. Like it's like, dude, you're Neil Patrick Harris. He's like, no, man, I'm Michael McLean. It's like, no, you're not. You're Neil Patrick Harris. So this is like the underlying like B plot is that. So they're like, all right, fuck it, let's go. They don't have cars because they live on campus housing, right? So they have to figure out how to get to the Panda Express because they're just outside of the delivery for Uber. Right?
You gotta go on Uber, but it's like you're like 0.2 miles out of the zone.
Yes. So what they do is they call an Uber and they tell the guy, like, listen, here's $30. You go to Panda Express and you come back and bring us the food. They're trying to cheat the system, right? So they call a regular Uber to come in, and they hand the guy.
Become Uber Eats.
No, they just call Uber, and they try to turn the Uber.
They're trying to transform the Uber into Uber Eats.
Yes. Yes.
So wait, do they get in the Uber, or they just send the Uber guy to get it and then come back?
They just send the Uber guy to get it and come back.
I think, Kevin, you might be coming up with like some kind of new genius concept for delivery that people haven't thought of yet.
So check this out. They send the guy.
Wait, I want to stop you for a second, just because I want to let you know that I've never in my life have had an urge to eat Panda Express, and I don't know if you have, but I feel like that is the most.
Well, the munchies did it to them, bro. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think I would want Panda Express if I had any kind of munchies. But continue.
Oh, you obviously haven't had their orange chicken, my friend.
No, I haven't.
Obviously, you have not. So they send the Uber guy there, and they wait like 30, 40 minutes. Like, yo, this guy just robbed us. Like, he stole our money. And they call him, and he eventually picks up. And they're like, what happened? And he goes, the Panda Express burned down. And I'm not your Uber driver. And they're like, what? Who are you? And they're like, we kidnapped your Uber driver.
What?
You need to rescue him or we're going to kill him.
So what happened is the Uber driver witnessed an insurance fraud scheme where they tried to burn down, like the owners of that Panda Express franchise tried to burn down the Panda Express and tried to collect the insurance money, but he saw it. So they ended up kidnapping him. Now the two girls have to go and find the Uber driver, not to get their money back, not to like report a crime. It's because the fucking meter on the Uber is still going. And they're being charged. They're now being charged for everywhere this fucking guy goes.
That's amazing.
Because he can't complete the trip because he doesn't have the phone. Like they took the phone from him.
This is amazing. This is
so
incredible.
They have a tracker because they have the app open so they could find out where the guy is.
So wait, do the bad guys know that the tracker is on?
No,
they don't know.
Oh, so they're the only.
But listen, the key here is gonna be, all right. The key here is gonna be that the girl who paid for it, she paid with her checkings account, and her parents just deposited her a shit ton of money, right?
To pay her tuition.
Whatever it is, and then her friend goes like, bro, that trip is gonna be so expensive. You want Panda Express that bad? And she's like, don't worry, my parents just deposited a shit ton of money there. What's fucking $40 if I really want Panda Express? Yeah. So her fucking tuition money is just going down.
Yeah, so if she's gonna stop them, she can't finish her education.
Yeah,
and she can't graduate medical school.
Okay, so
and then they can see where the car is because of the Uber app. It has to GPS.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
So what's the plan? How are they going to go after these bad guys?
Well, now they got to find a car. And they're not going to call another Uber because they're not going to get charged twice for that shit.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't even let her call another Uber. Like her friend left her phone or she doesn't know where her phone is and she can't call another Uber.
Yeah. Her Uber's still going. Yeah. I feel like before they find another car, they have to like get on bikes. They see people biking.
You have to. Yeah.
Oh, no. Not even bikes, bro. Bikes, that's amateur shit. You need to get a golf cart. Those security guard golf carts.
Yeah.
So they have to steal one from a security guard.
From the campus.
Okay, wait. I got it. Stop. I gotta butt in for a second. Here's what really happens. They're outside of their dorm on their phones, freaking out, trying to find out how they can go after these people, right? The Uber gets canceled, and then all of a sudden, Neil Patrick Harris comes in a golf cart and says, I am Neil Patrick Harris. I was undercover this whole time trying to catch these fucking terrorists are going to blow up the Panda Express. Get into the golf cart. They get into the golf cart. Neil Patrick Harris is driving. They go after the bad guys.
With Neil Patrick. But at one point, Neil Patrick Harris has to get separated from them.
Okay, but right now, he's driving the golf cart. He's leading their team to go catch them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's asking them, like, what their favorite episodes of How I Met Your Mother were. And they're like, we don't watch that shit.
All of them, please.
Yeah.
So they get to the place where these people are, right? The criminals are using the car for their fucking whatever, for their errands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at one point it's parked and all three of them get there. And that's when they separate, Neil Patrick Harris and the girls.
Yes. How do they separate?
I think Neil Patrick Harris has to be under the impression that they're all in it together. But in reality, the girls just want the fucking phone so they can complete the trip.
Yes.
It should be that Neil Patrick Harris, because this is a Panda Express, right? So it's like the most stereotypical, like, borderline racist Chinese food you can get. Because it's like literally just whatever gentrification of a culture you have in this Panda Express. So Neil Patrick Harris has to come in and be like, don't worry, guys, I speak Mandarin. He starts talking like in full-on Mandarin to these people. And they're like, bro, we aren't even Chinese, bro. We're Filipino.
That's amazing. That's great. Yes.
Oh my God. And then they kidnap him.
Yes.
Wait.
Those are on their own.
No, I don't know if they should kidnap Neil Patrick. I think he should join them, like, of his own, like, volition.
What?
Where they're like, they make him an offer. They're like, listen, do what we do. Open up a Panda Express, run it for 6 months, burn it down. You collect a fat check for $2 million.
Wow.
And Neil Patrick Harris is like, damn, that sounds good. It's like, telling you right now. And like, he's signing like the fucking like paperwork to open up a franchise of Panda Express and shit right then and there.
So the way that this has to work, it has to be that the girls finally decide, okay, we're gonna fix this whole situation, save the Uber driver, right? And then they see Neil Patrick Harris, but by this time he turned, and they're like, "What the fuck? You're one of them now? I thought you wanted to stop this."
Yes.
And then that's when he explains. He's like, "It's a great way to make money."
It's a great way to make money. My acting career isn't going so hot anymore.
Yeah.
My off-Broadway shows, they're not working.
All right, so the girls are on their own. They got to stop the bad guys. They don't have Neil Patrick Harris anymore. How do they do it?
There has to be a big action sequence at the end. Like, Pineapple Express in the barn when there are like explosions and guns and all this shit.
Yeah.
There has to be some sort of sequence like that.
Okay.
And I think the secondary goal in the end may be to stop them from burning the Panda Express. Because also they want to eat there in the end.
They're burning down different Panda Expresses that they own across the city to collect the insurance.
Okay. So at this point, they've burned down a few, and they're going to keep burning down more. They're still being tracked. The girls are after them.
Yeah.
We need a big action sequence. So they confront the bad guys at one of these Panda Expresses. They walk in. The bad guys are pouring gasoline everywhere. What happens?
Oof.
I mean,
Well,
are they going to fight the guys? Are they going to outsmart them?
They have to outsmart them.
Yeah, these guys have like guns and shit.
Yeah.
So I think you need to do like clever visual gags. Like all of a sudden the guy pulls a gun and like the girl like has a wok full of orange chicken and just like whacks the chicken like on the guy's face. But she was like trying to eat some of it, but she couldn't because the guy pulled the gun out. So when she whacks the chicken, it like burns his face. And she's like looking on the ground to see if she can eat some of the chicken, but she can't because it's covered in gasoline now. And like the other girl's like, "Don't do it," and she's like holding the chicken to her mouth. She's like, "Don't fucking do it." It's like she's about to lick, and she like smacks it out of her hand.
So wait, quick question: are they still high?
Oh yeah, they're just like constantly getting high.
Okay, so they've been high.
They have to keep smoking throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's why they don't fear right now.
Yes, because they're literally so fucking high they don't realize what they're doing is absolutely dangerous.
Yeah.
So big fight sequence, almost eat the gasoline chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Do they beat the bad guys?
They have to beat him.
But all of them are just like one.
Well, the main guy, the head honcho.
Okay. So like how do they trap him in a Panda Express? Like how do you get trapped in a Panda Express?
Oof.
Well, I think the fire needs to start. So the entire Panda Express is on fire and they're stuck inside with the guys that were there before.
Yeah. Okay. What if there's like a giant statue of a panda and like we lean a little bit into like, yo, this is freaking stupid, and like the panda's like called like Ling Ling and it's like Panda Express's like new super racist mascot, and they're like trying to rebrand Panda Express, and like as the fire is burning and they get locked in, like Ling Ling just falls and like traps him under the burning debris. And like Ling Ling's holding like a bowl of like orange chicken, and like it falls and the orange chicken like lands on the guy's face and in his mouth, and he's like eating a little bit of orange chicken before he dies. And like the poetic irony is he gets Panda Express before the girls do.
Damn.
Oh my God, yes. Yes, I like that. And obviously it ends with them like the last sequence is just the whole building on fire. And they're outside, and the cops are asking them questions.
Yeah.
And then Neil Patrick Harris comes out, and turns out he was a double agent.
Yes.
He's been working with the cops this whole time.
The whole time.
He's been working with the cops the whole time,
Yeah.
And then you have to have like the girls, like they've burned down every Panda Express. There's no more Panda Expresses in the city, and they're like, well, what are we gonna eat now? And like a glowing light comes behind them, and when they turn around, there's a White Castle behind them.
Damn.
I don't know if Panda Express is gonna approve us if we do that, bro.
But they know it's part of the White Castle universe, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know how there was one of the Harold and Kumar movies. Harold and Kumar are on top of the cheetah, and the cheetah's like running. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Well, that's what happens in one of those movies. What should happen is at the end of Panda Express, when all the pandas are burnt down, the two girls see Harold and Kumar on top of the cheetah racing down the street to kind of tie in like cinematic universe. They
Yes.
should say something like, "I want to go where they're going," and then
Yeah.
that's like the end of that movie. But we understand they're all in the same universe.
Okay. Okay.
But at the very end, she gets a notification on the phone, right? The Uber completed the thing. It says you've been rated 5 stars. Are you gonna leave a tip? And then the bill is like thousands of dollars.
That's funny.
Oh yes.
It should
Yes.
it should say, you know, I don't know what it says when you finish a trip on the app, on the Uber app, but it's something like the trip is complete or something, or the journey is over. And that should be like the last frame of the movie, you know, because it looks at the phone and the phone's like trip complete or journey over because the movie's over.
Yeah, I love it.
Beautiful.
Okay. Yeah.
So our corporate sponsorships here are Panda Express, White Castle, Uber.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got it. We can make some money off of that, honestly.
Yeah, but that's direct to Netflix though. That shit's not getting a theatrical release.
It's gonna be a sleeper hit because once one person sees it and they laugh to death and they share with their friends, it's gonna keep blowing up and blowing up and blowing up. A la Tiger King. Okay, well, I want you guys to know that this is one of the best pitches I've ever heard, and I'm gonna greenlight you. But I'm gonna give you like a low budget of like $100 or something. So you guys gotta figure it out.
We can make it happen with 100,000.
You can make it happen. So thank you for listening to our episode of What's the Pitch. Make sure you follow us all over social media at WEGFilms. We're going to also listen to all of our podcasts on YouTube, on Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.